Can ask another mental question. And here we have more of our students coming in. Hey guys, it's me, Pothead, and today we are going to do a very short tutorial on how to download the Go to School mod for The Sims 4. This is one of the coolest mods where you can actually follow your Sims to school, which is really awesome. You are going to need Get to Work in order for this to happen, but basically your Sims no longer have to go through the rabbit hole or disappearing into oblivion until they come back after school. You can follow them to school and actually gain skills while you're at school and do certain things like meet friends and things like that. So yeah, let's see what they actually do when they go to school. So first you're going to want to either read about all of the crazy things that this mod has, but basically keep scrolling down until you see these downloads. So you're going to want both of these downloads in order for the Sims to understand that your Sims are going to school. So first you're going to download the Go to School. So right click and open in a new folder. And you're also going to need this venue changing mod, which basically helps because it helps new venue types to show up. So basically, you're going to have new venue types called elementary school and high school, which your Sims, depending on if they're teens or if they're kids, will go to those schools, and it will ask you if you want to follow them there. So you do have the choice not to go. I'll show you how to do this in the game, but basically you do need this. So right click and open a new folder. So here it directly downloaded. You can also click download if it didn't directly download, but it's down here. And also over here, it's going to load your second folder with the other mod. So it has now downloaded into the bottom as well and shows up here. So when these two show up and have downloaded, click the little arrow and click show in folder. And then it's going to show up here in your downloads folder right here. Both of them are in the downloads folder. Then you're going to want to go into your documents, right click on that, open a new folder, and then click on Electronic Arts Sims 4 Mods. And so now you're going to want to create a Go to School folder. So right click, click new and click folder. And I already have it, so that's why I don't need to create a new one, and you can just call it Go to School just to keep track of all the files, and it should be empty, but I already downloaded it, so that is why there are files in there. So if you are updating this mod, if there's a new version, this is actually what you would do in order to re-download the updated files. So basically just highlight all of them and delete them all. So it is supposed to look empty. So now you are going to open each one of these folders. If you don't have a file opener, I recommend 7-Zip, which is also in the description along with the link to this mod. It's free and you can open and unzip, extract, and all those kind of things. So yeah, and then you double click or you right click on it, click extract, go into 7-Zip, click extract, and then you should be able to open and see these two files. So you want to drag and drop these into here, into your new folder. And then you are going to want to do the same thing for the Go to School right here. And so you see all of these files. So you're going to want to drag all of them here and then drop them into the other folder as well. But you do not want this icon credits to be moved if you don't want to. So just drag and drop into the folder as well. And there you go, guys. That is what your files should look like in your mods folder. So yeah, you definitely can just open these two folders and drag the files into your regular mods folder, but I think this is easier because it keeps track of the specific files. You just don't want to drag these and drop into the mods because it's not going to work because they are zip files. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Let's see what it looks like in the game, just so we can set it all up and see what it looks like when our kids go to school. Okay, guys, see you in the game. Hey guys, so we're in the game now. So what you want to do is go into your gallery. You need to be logged in order to download the elementary school and the high schools from the gallery. So if you're not logged in, I recommend going and doing that. So let's just click popular now, and we want to choose lots, and we want to click here and write elementary school. So let's click elementary school and see what shows up. So let's just place down, I guess, this one that has the most downloads. So we just want to click place lot, and we just choose where we want it to go. So we can just choose for it to be here, and we say furnished, so it's going to have all of the different stuff that we need in order to have our sim go to elementary school. So that means that if you want to build your own, you can as well. And it just has to have certain requirements. Okay, guys, so now you can see the elementary school is here. But as you can see, it says it's a residential lot. So what you need to do now is go into build mode. Okay, so here we are, and you guys can build your own as well. And as you can see, there's a cafeteria, there's a library, and the kids are going to have to go do certain tasks like go research something or take an art class or play a sport. So as you can see here, we have different lot types, and we want to go down and click elementary school. So here we see elementary school. You don't want to click old version, you want to click the new version, so click elementary school here. And now it's going to say there are no requirements for this lot, and also just choose like different traits for the lot as well, and then edit whatever you want to edit, and then once you're done, go back to manage worlds. And this is where it's crucial to understand that if your sim does not get the option to go to school, that means that you have to probably go back into see, now it says elementary school, is to go back into build mode, go to generic. Okay guys, so you want to go back in and you want to click change it to generic first. So let's change it back to generic. Awesome, and then go back to manage worlds. I know this is a lot of going back and forth, but this usually is the reason why you don't get the question to go to school with them. So just make sure that you have done this again. So now you see it's generic. You want to go back in one last time, and then you want to switch it back to elementary school. Okay, so now one last time we're going to go in and go in generic and change to elementary school right here. So there we go, we changed to elementary school. Okay, so we have elementary school, and then you want to click manage worlds again. And now let's see how it looks to go to school. And you just want to do the same thing that I just did with the high school lot as well. You don't need to have an elementary school if you just want to work with the high school, and vice versa. but I like to have both just to have the option. So yeah, and you don't have to go to school with them every time. You can choose to just let them go by themselves, and then they'll just disappear and come back. So just go into here and go to high school, and then you want to click on whichever one you want to have them go to. So let's choose this one. So we're gonna place the lot down. Let's put it right here. Okay, so now as you can see, they also have the high school and it's set as a generic lot. So just do exactly what I did with the elementary school. And yeah, and then let's see what it's like to go to school.
Okay guys, so here is the family that we are going to go to school with. So we have a kid named Myra and a teen named Carrie. And based on what kind of gameplay you want, you can choose to play with either the teen to go to school or the elementary school kid. They have different kind of skills that they can acquire while they're at school. So as you know, kids can't use painting easels, but teens can. So the kids use crafting tables at their school. So it's just those kind of differences, but we'll go to school with the elementary school kid because I have Carrie right now locked in the basement. So at 7 o'clock, you're going to get a notification as per usual saying that school starts in an hour for them. So we are going to wait until it's 8 o'clock and then we are going to get a notification here saying, do you want to go to school with them? And if not, you can also click the go to school little icon if they don't automatically go on their own. So let's just wait till 8 o'clock and see that show up. Okay, so as you can see, there is a notification here saying it's time for Carrie to disappear to school. Would you like to go with them? Much more exciting if you follow them. So remember, you do need get to work. So it's like going to work with your sim. And if you don't, then you can't use this mod. I'm sorry. So we're going to send Carrie alone so that we can go with Myra. So we say send alone. And then there's going to be another show up saying it's time for Myra to go to school. Would you like to go with her? So we can join them. And now we're at a loading screen. And if you guys don't want to go to school but still gain skills and meet people while they are disappeared instead of them kind of just disappearing, but still gain some kind of skills, you can download an additional mod by Cowie Stacy, which just allows for better school options while they're away. So I can put a link for that down below as well. But this basically makes you have to do all of the things on your own to gain the skills. And if you don't, you actually start to not do as well in school. So sometimes that's a little frustrating. So introduction day. Welcome to your new school. Here, we teach you ways of the world so that your brain can grow and as same rate as your body. It's really important because it is sure weird if your brain stayed the same size forever. Are you ready? Good. Select the teacher who should be at the podium and choose a 10 introduction class. The whole world could depend on you. So you click OK. So what I did want to show you is that if you are downloaded school does not have a podium, to place it so that the teachers do know where to go to make their introduction class. So what I did is I placed I looked for the classroom. So you can kind of look around the school, which I showed you before. And as you can see, we have a teacher here at the podium. And if there is no podium, I'm going to show you how to add a podium because sometimes they just come with these microphones. And yeah, just exit out that. Yeah, so they come with microphones and you need to replace it with the get to school podium. So what you want to do is go into build mode. So once we are in build mode, we would want to delete this microphone here and then go into the search bar and type in podium. So type in podium, Podium, and click podium here. And it's going to show you a various amount of different types of podiums, but you're going to want to choose the one that comes with get to work. So it's called Teacher's Podium and says place the podium in school to allow NPC teachers to teach a class. So you're going to place it in a place that's accessible for the sim to get to. You only need one, so that's why all of these other classes you can just have without the podium, but the class is going to take place in this room and the kids are going to come here. So once you have placed your podium, you can go and attend the introduction class. So just click live mode once you have installed the podium here. And note that if you don't have a podium, then you cannot attend these classes. So basically, it's like any other event. You need to accomplish these certain tasks. So just click on her and say attend first day of class. So then she is going to go and attend the first day of class. And here are all her cute little additional students that are coming for the first day of school. Oh my god, I love this little mohawk. So let's follow Myra. She seems to be the first one to lead the way. Here they are filling up the classroom, listening to the introduction class. Welcome. This is your first day at school. And here we have a little note saying, do you know how to ask questions? You have to move your mouth and use it to make sounds. You know, what you'd usually do when you want to talk. Try it out. So basically they're asking you to ask questions for the first day. So you want to click on your teacher. And when she's attending her first day, sitting right here, we have Myra sitting here next to her student, other classmates. And we're going to ask her a question. So let's ask a mental question or a creative question. So we can ask a creative question, and here she is talking and asking a question. So let's close that. So she's asking a creative question, and you need to ask 4 questions, as it says here. So let's ask another mental question. Do you think that my brain works the same as everybody else's brain? No, because that would make us all the same, and what makes us different is what makes the world go round. Okay, and let's ask another question. Creative question. And then once you finish all of these little icons here, you can continue on for the rest of your day. So let's just ask one more question. You can ask another mental question. And here we have more of our students coming in. Your next assignment is to use the activities table to draw what's in your head. It won't make become real. Don't worry. Oh, well, they're teaching them at a young age. Okay. So if I were her, I'd be like, wait, is it gonna become real? Why did she have to say that? If it's not going to become real. The next thing you have to do is find the craft room. So these are the craft tables. So come down here and we have to make a craft. Let's make a holiday craft. And we can make Winterfest spirit. So let's stop attending class, and then she's going to go down and do some crafts at the craft table. Here she goes. Okay, so here she is arriving into the craft room. I love this little craft room set that she has going on here. So let's watch what she has going on over here. She's just letting it out, whatever's in her mind. So as you can see, she accomplished this goal, so now she needs to play an instrument. So the great thing about this mod is that she's actually gaining these skills while she's at school, and now you have to find the instruments. So I recommend that you guys check out this area before sending your kid there, just because it's kind of hard to know where all of the objects are. So you can either add instruments and make a music room, or she can practice singing, and hopefully that will be considered practicing an instrument. Sing it, girl. Do, re, mi. This is definitely what elementary school was like for me. Okay, so I don't think that this microphone thing counted as an instrument, just so you guys know, but yeah, I just moved on to kind of show you what else we can do. So next you need to practice typing. So go over to a computer. And some schools have more computers available. I don't know why this one doesn't have a lot of um, places to use the computer, but you can always make your own, add stuff to this build. So let's practice typing and click practice typing. Okay, yeah, practice typing. Oh, it seems to be typing on its own. Or maybe it's showing you how to type and then you type it. I don't know. Anyway, so now she's typing. She's learning her typing skills. I love it. Okay, and as you can see in skills, she's actually achieved creativity, mental, motor, and social skills. So she seems to be done with that. So now she needs to work on an experiment. So you need a science table in order to do that. We do need to get a science table because I don't think that there's one available here. So what you can do is create a science lab. Let's go back into build mode. Okay, so then you are going to want to go into objects by room, go into kids room, and then try to find different skills. So here we would find different things that the kids can use, and we want to add a science table here, so we can just add one right there. And if you want, while you're at it, add some nice little instruments here just to add some musical taste to the art room here. So let's just add a violin, I guess, because that's like the only instrument they have for children. And they go back into live mode. So then here we can practice experiment. So click on that and click experiment. Okay, so we only have an hour left of school and she's gonna finish her experiment. So it says here, Myra's workday will end in 1 hour. She should wrap up what she's doing. Each workday extended once by clicking on the event timer. So you can extend her time here to, I guess, accomplish all of these things. But I guess she would stay late because, you know, who wants to stay late at school? But maybe she's a nerd. Who knows? And that's not a bad thing. They accomplish things and make money in the end. Your next assignment is go have lunch. Eating is an essential thing. So I put, yeah, she's pretty, not that hungry, but I think it is an important thing to do. So to eat lunch, we need to, so the chef doesn't seem to be making the food, but I think that the cafeteria lunch lady or man are supposed to make the food for us. But since there doesn't seem to be any food, we're just gonna, okay, so we weren't able to eat. So it's the end of our shift day at school, and we did not earn money because you don't earn money at school, except in the United States, that is. So Myra is sure to make just enough to live adequately between partying. Well, I'm glad to know she's partying at her age. Anyway, so at the end of this, you're going to be brought back to your house, and yeah, that is your day at school, and it just is such a nicer way of feeling like connected to your Sims and knowing what they're doing at school, because they're not going into wherever they're going and coming back like hours later. But obviously you don't have to do this. You can send them alone if you're just not feeling it that day, because obviously you're not going to play The Sims just to, you know, go to school sometimes, you know. So here we are back, and she seems to be fine. Oh, look, she seems happy. So, yeah, if we just check the skills she earned while she was there, they all went up. And also, if you look in her school performance, she did a great job, which is amazing. Because sometimes I guess you just don't get the credit because you don't really have control of what your sim does at school, but now you do. It is unfortunate when you try your best and you still don't do very well in school, though. So she still has homework, so she does have to do her homework, and she also has to do this project, and it says here that Carrie went to school anyway, and she did some satisfactory work, da 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 da, and she just needs to do her project here and her homework. So it really is just like what she was doing when you
Hey
guys came
boy,
here. So I hope
Bosa.
this is helpful for you guys. I actually did
Barbarina.
enjoy going to
Ooh,
school and seeing where Myra goes. But
Yori
if you have any
Bina.
questions, comment section
Sure.
below. The link to this mod is in the
Marco
description. If
Gora.
you have any questions,
Slumpo.
you can also chat me in my website to just like get more information about maybe mods or things like that. I'm always available through there. So yeah, guys, thanks so much. Keep on simming, and yeah, bye.